There it is. There it is, man. What's going on, world? Uh, ooh, fourth face-to-face live stream, seventh of the day. Did three gaming. No, hold on. I'm doing the math right. Basketball morning, afternoon. Now we got the nighttime joint. There's technically two Silk Song joints, but one was like 2 hours, I think. The other was like three. So I don't know. I don't know, man. This is as late as I'm running. It's as late as I'm planning on running. I can't be out for too long, man. I swear. Can't be doing this for too long. You know? This happened last time. One plane goes this way, the other one goes above. Let's see what happens right here. Perfect timing. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Look like the connection's good. Connection seems good. All right, we good. We in business. Connection is good. We in business. All right, come on. Focus right here for a little bit, man. Hey, man, my hand cramped up. My hand is cramped up, my guy. My hand is cramped up. There we go. Right there. My hands are cramped, man. I thought I was just sitting there. Obviously, I knew I was sitting there for too long. The whole day, just the whole day since we've been more or less, doing streams since 8 in the morning. You know what I mean? Like it's by the time that this one wraps up, by the time that this one finishes up, whether it's 34 or ends up being more than that, 60 plus, whatever it ends up being, that means that we would have been going for a good 12 hours. Just getting stuff in here and there. There was a time lapse between like what 8? No, sorry, like 9 and 11 or something like that. So somewhere between that range, there was a time lapse, but more or less we were just going for it all day, and like we could have probably did more realistically, but this is a good number. Like I'm cool with anything, any form of even minor engagement. You know, sometimes I geeked up too much off the numbers, man, and I'm trying to just stay focused and you know just stay focused on the not the number but the subject matter, if you will. You know what I mean? Just try to get focused on the subject matter a little better, and not worry about numbers and stuff like that. No, I mean, the biggest thing, like, I get an example. Planes right above, going past. So I always question the connectivity and the reception, the phone reception, if you will. But yeah, man, yeah, I'm being very patient right now. I'm being very patient and just honest about stuff. It's like you do this many back to backs calls. You do this many back to back live streams and shit. It's like it's a big taxing on the phone, but that's why we try to divvy it up with the laptop. Excuse me, the laptop engagement or the laptop participation. But that's like, we have five of them, 5 hours being allotted towards Silk Song, and then if we were to account for, let's see, I think all four or all three to four today were about an hour each. So, I'm sorry, there was three only. So there was basketball right in the morning. Then we did the morning joint. Then we did an afternoon one, which is, closer to like 3 or something like that, 3 o'clock. And here we are. So these are all going to be, close to. I mean, we'll see how it goes, man. I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping, bro. I'm just over here chopping it up, really. Got nothing much, I got nothing better to talk about. Somebody, what I'm grateful for is anybody empathetic enough to just show. It's funny because people be acting like I don't really need no one to show up. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. I'm very grateful because I'll sit there and I'll chop it up all day. I'll figure it out. But because I knew that much about myself with the past streams and the past lives, I was like, let me reduce this, man. Let me not rely on an hour. We don't have to rely on an hour. We can rely on 30 minutes at a time. But you take a day like this, like Wednesday. It's not the most ideal day because it's like in the middle of the week for most people working. Most people working throughout the weekdays. It's the middle of the week, so some people don't take it as like a day off, and this is what you do on your day off. This is how you utilize it. No one really, does that make sense? No one really utilizes it in that regard. People are at work, and they don't want to like log in because like the thing about like the chats is like I specifically say live chats because the engagement helps me. You know what I mean? It keeps me engaged a little bit, keeps me on my toes when I speak. But I'll chop it up for an hour. I'll sit there and walk around. You know what I'm saying? The whole whatever's going on here, I'll sit around and dilly dally for an hour. You know what I'm saying? Just mess around, figure something to do. We ain't got no many cigars anymore. We don't got much going on. I mean, I smoked my last cigar for a reason. I forget what day that was, man. That was yesterday actually. That was yesterday. And I was like, I should have saved it for a different time period, but it was a Maduro, so I was like, let me just do it right now. But like I said, sometimes you get a little low health wise, and then you start doubling up on the what do you call this on the workout. You know what I mean? You start doing the workout, doing a routine. You're like, let me log in a little bit. Let me make sure I'm a little more focused here. But I don't know. I can't. I kind of wish that you can't do it. But if you could minimize the window, and then just have like a little miniature window while it's still filming you, and then just check stuff like maps and all that. That'd be kind of cool. But they require a bit of engagement here. Also, like that's the other thing that's been kind of messing me up is like as much as I've tried to continuously do this, like it does drain a bit of energy. But you got to go home at night and purposefully recharge it. You know what I mean? So the past couple, the whole daytime and then the night, like I've been trying to utilize it, just sitting there getting on Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. You know what I'm saying? Get that out the way. And I actually pretty much recorded. I want to say I pretty much recorded the last episode, but more importantly, the last episode for it, or the last video for it is what do you call this? It's I I do all the last three missions in a row, and then I show the dialogue, and then I die. So then I'm like, oh shit, this is real game over. I thought I had to just let it ride. I wasn't too sure. I was fighting for my life in like the last mission, like the very last mission. Come to find out, it was game over. So then the game itself restarted. After it restarted, I was like, okay, that's on me. Restart the game. It starts you off at the same point. I just did the whole mission again. I switched up my swords because I have double swords on my main character. And then I don't, the only thing we changed is we didn't add a reflection barrier. I forget what it's called. There's a certain summoning reflection barrier that I didn't use, but I didn't use it on the team. And because I didn't do that, it was like the last boss didn't use its special move to damage all of us. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. So it was a cool run. I don't know, it was cool. You got to see me do the mission three times. I mean, twice basically. The three missions twice, which is kind of sucks. So I'm gonna have to play it again, see what kind of The thing is, when they save the file for you, they give you the option like, do you want to the file that you use to beat the game is being saved automatically. So after that happens, I don't know if this is true, but I feel like when you play the game, you get to go do secret special missions that only are part of the post game, and some of those missions include recruiting, excuse me, Ritz and Sherrod's a part of your clan. So that I don't know if it's true. I have to find out. I don't really remember if that's right because I do remember like playing the game and that happened. Like that was a secret mission. But if that's the case, then that means I get to do the secret mission, train my team up a few levels, maybe one or two levels, and in the meantime, I probably will put Ritz on my main lineup. You know what I mean? I probably will put her in there, and I'll take out my main. I think it's Roland. Roland is like the other human, my sixth man. But I'll probably put Ritz in there as part of a final. Because I feel like her audio and dialogue should matter. I don't know if that makes sense. It should matter. So I'll put her in there. I'll try to find the best class to set her up as. I mean, I feel like the way that they set up the characters already, I think she's a fencer or something. She might be a fencer. No, I don't know. Because she might be a human that has Vera classes. Or she just might be a human. Like, I don't really know how this works. Anyway. Um, yeah. Anyway. We're going to find out. So, hopefully I get that done tonight. Like I said, if the joint is dry, man, if the Wednesday night joint is dry, I'm cool with that. because I get to chat it up about how I'm feeling with life and everything, and then here we go. But yeah, man, big old fly, man. What's going on? Nah, man, work week was chill, man. It was just literally a day, literally a day. Hold on, 1 second. All right, my bad. I was trying to check another window. I kind of swiped away this one, but I kind of did it on purpose. But I was also like, let me see if this helps. So let me stop bullshitting. I did it on purpose. I wanted to see if I was overdoing YouTube today. Because the thing is, sometimes when you turn it off, you swipe away from it, and you check the app, like it's actually pending an update. But that's what I'm saying. I was sitting in the Wi-Fi the whole time. I don't know why it's not automatic. I might have to set it up that way, but I usually turn it off for a reason because I just don't need that much data, loading and whatever on my phone. I don't need that happening all the time. It's kind of crazy, so I might have to start deleting certain travel apps that I'm not currently using. You know what I'm saying? I thought about that too because I got to lock in for a while. I got to be focused and lock in for a while for the next couple months and make sure that I, you know, do right by myself and just make sure I stack up some necessary things and take care of things, man. Eternal Light, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it. Hey, did I miss yours? I've been live streaming the whole day, man. I'm sorry, Eternal. Bruh, I've been live streaming the whole day. Like this morning around like 8 something, went to the basketball court or the park, played basketball in the morning, and then I did a morning chat, and then none today. Okay, whew, cool. I hate when the thing is like I'm trying to stay busy on my channel, and stay focused. If the library's open and they got Wi-Fi, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna use it, and I can't. I just feel like I can't waste a second. Like I can't waste a second. I can't waste a day. So I just have to utilize all the time. Like and I'm trying to monitor my health. So like I'm trying to eat not too much junk. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to eat less here and there. So, but yeah, we had the basketball one. We did a morning chat afterwards, like an hour and a half afterwards, 2 hours afterwards. Did a silk song for 2 hours. Went back outside, sat around in the sunlight. That was dope. Did that for like an hour. Came back, did 3 hours of silk song. I just left the library, so here we are right now. Amanda posted she's going live today. Okay, cool, 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 cool. I'm hold on. What time is it? Is she live right now, or is it gonna happen later? Because if it's gonna happen later, I'll be there either way. I feel like because I know she live streams throughout the night, but sometimes I know I've seen her do like shorter ones where it's just like she just came on live, just do something real quick, and then keep it real sweet and simple and sweet, and then go on from there. But I'm gonna check that out for sure. I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna check it for sure when I get home. I'm gonna have her playing in the background while I do some gaming, which is crazy. It says in 4 minutes, so yeah, she's going at 8 o'clock my time. Okay, cool. Let Amanda know I'm gonna stop by for sure. And I'm stopping by for sure, and I'm having it in the back. It's funny. Like the work don't stop. I'm gonna go home, get something to eat, and then I'm about to just like, I might catch the tail end of the baseball game, and then after that, I'll probably what's it called? Play some Final Fantasy in the background. Get some recordings of that. See what videos I can do. See what missions are left, and then that's kind of what I was saying earlier in the live chat was just trying to figure out what missions are left, and then from there just stay on top of things. But me, Eternal, I don't really have a set time or whatever, man. And yeah, and don't feel obliged to stay here, man, because I know you got to moderate over there. Way more trolls over there. It's a bigger page, so it's way more trolls. You know how that shit goes. I'm trying to grow this page up and this the things that are going on slowly, but it's crazy to think about. Like we have certain channels where people just be in there shit talking all the damn time. I had a shout out to Lilith. Lilith made me a mod, so I'm like, damn, I hope nobody trolls in that channel. I'm gonna have to fucking report and ban these motherfuckers out here, time them out and shit. I gotta pay attention to that. So, but that's the cool part. Actually, shout out to the twins. The twins made me moderator way back. I need to tap back in with the twins live streams. It's been a minute. They've been going hard with the live streams too with them. I seen they did one recently with Lil Chris the rapper, and I'm like, damn, I missed out. Should have been on that though. But yeah, don't let me hold you here, Eternal. You gotta do your thing there. You know what I'm saying? You're like the on the chessboard. You're like the knight piece. You know what I'm saying? You're like the knight piece. Like you just over here, jump in and then swoop in, and get that moderation and just woof. You know what I'm saying? Serving it L-shaped style. That's how we do it. The knights at the round table. But Oh, this table's like, I was trying to see if this table was around. I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute. Nah, this kind of like squarish. It's actually a giant octagon based off of the corners because the corners are kind of shaped inward, so it's kind of an octagon. This might be like a giant trapezoid, actually. This is kind of a giant trapezoid. This is a giant trapezoid, but just minus the flailing, flailing out. No problem. She's not even on yet, and I have both phones. Oh, got you, got you. Oh, okay, that's crazy. But I low key need multiple phones, man. Low key, I might just, I gotta think about that a little more. Because if I get a new iPhone, I'm pretty much just gonna get the same. What's it called? I never upgrade. Does that make sense? I've had the iPhone SE. Start of pandemic was 2020. I think I went there like August, September 2020, and I was like, I need to get a new I need to get a new phone. I went and got an iPhone, and I got a I was like, what do you want? I was like, I get an SE. I'll just let me buy the cheapest iPhone. I don't want no whatever. I just whatever is the best deal. Let me get the SE with the. And then we started talking about plans, so I got that. And then the shit broke down, and this is my second iPhone SE, and I don't want to I don't want to upgrade. Like I don't want to. I don't feel like paying all that. Like it doesn't make sense to be paying all that. Like you know what I mean? Like the phone works perfectly fine. 2018 phone. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like the 2018 phones are better. You know what I mean? Anything below what year did I get? 20. So I just feel like anything below that is better. And I just wanted a better camera. Funny enough, I just wanted a better camera because I was like, I just want to take nice pictures for Instagram. And then I deleted my Instagram anyway. And then I was thinking about it. I was like, well, I still have my nice phone. What am I going to do? And that's when I started doing Pokemon content and then everything else you see here. So I'm not tripping on quality, man. Um, but like I said, if the the stocks, the crypto, the Bitcoin, if any of that stuff hits, I might get a new phone just to do some different type of filming. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Fuzzy Head? What we talking about, man? We talking about a little bit of everything, man. What's on your mind, man? What's going on over there? You doing all right, man? You doing healthy? You being healthy? You know what I'm saying? As long as you're doing good, we're doing good, man. If you're not doing good, you can talk to me. I'm like an unlicensed. I'm not trying to be nobody's therapist, but while we here, let's talk about it, right? That's how I feel with everything. But I appreciate. Hey, you ain't got to divulge. You don't have to divulge anything, man. I appreciate you being here all the time, Fuzzy. Appreciate it, bruh. You know. I'm trying to remember, man. So there's a lot going on. For the most part, you're doing good. That's always good to hear, man. That's always good to hear, man. You know, Fuzzy, is that I have you added on Discord, right? I was trying to remember if that's you or not. I was rereading that message. I was like, let me find out if this is a bot or a troll. But that's really you. You know what I'm talking about? Let me know if that's really you. I was trying to remember. That's an old message. It's like an old message thread. But I was trying to remember. I was like, is this the real Fuzzy? That's really okay. I was trying to make sure, bro. I was like, this could have been a troll for all I fucking know. Because people just be showing up. Like there's people that I know from the channel from like months ago. You probably remember a few of them, but they'll keep in touch and then they'll fall off. And I just don't know. Sometimes I'm like, man, this could be any type of accounts, man. It could just be people keeping tabs on you, waiting to dox you, some weird shit. So I just pay attention to shit like that. But I appreciate it, Fuzzy. If that's really you, if that's truly you, man, I appreciate you letting me know. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's what's crazy. Eternal. I guess since you're here, I don't. This doesn't really matter, but I feel like I spoke about this a couple nights ago, a couple days ago. So what ended up happening was this. There was I think last week. Last week I went to the library. I'm sitting there, and there's always this lady, and it's the lady, and I don't know the correct pronouns because when I see the kid, I think it's a girl, but then I think the mom said he, so I don't fucking know. But I'll just say the mom and their kid. But this is like a preteen teenager. I don't want to slander nobody. I'm just being honest here, based on my observation. Anyway, they were playing some kind of card game, and I kind of just looked at it and I was glancing. I was just smiling and laughing, like, "Okay, that's dope." The mom and the kid playing card game over in the library, and I'm just over here playing or whatever, wop wop wop. And I'm trying to get to a save point so I can ask them what they were playing. Anyway, the next day or next couple of days, I'm talking to him. I said, "Hey, what card game were you guys playing?" Because I thought she said something about Magician. But she said, no, we're playing Pokemon. I was like, oh, shit, okay. So you guys are playing the Pokemon card game. So I randomly said, you should go to Tabletop Village. It's in Chinatown. They specialize in Pokemon cards. I don't know if you've ever been there. Just check it out. And she was kind of being, well, she looked like, at the moment, it seemed like she didn't want to talk to me. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm just overstepping my boundaries here. I just wanted to make a suggestion. So I kind of just let it go. I was like, all right, I let it go. And I just left. That was like last week. Fast forward, I'm just sitting here playing Silk Song. I'm like hella into the game. I'm like trying not to die, but I'm trying to like get all my fucking rosaries and beads and shit. And I kind of turn around, I see her and the kid. I'm like, hey, I take out my headphones. I'm like, do you need me to switch seats so you guys can sit here at the table? Do you need me to move over one seat? She's like, no, no, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. And then she pointed at she had an ETB box of Pokemon cards. She said, thank you for the suggestion. We went there earlier this week. She started telling me all this shit. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. So it started, again, in my mind, I guess the conversation, I thought that she didn't care. I thought she was just like, who's this random trying to talk to us? Yeah, he'd be sitting here in the library all the time, but why is he trying to talk to us? That's what I thought. But today she had, it was like a weird like positive confirmation on life. Like, oh damn, she literally just took the advice. And then I asked her, I was like, yo, random question, did you see the claw machines in the back? And she's like, the claw machines? Like, nah, they have like a. I tried to explain. I was like, they have between the bathroom and the shelves or display cases. I didn't say display. I think I said shelves. There's a door, and then behind the door, past it, you get a chance to see a claw machine, and you could win more cards in there technically, but it's kind of like a gamble. So it just comes down if you want to. I was trying to explain this to her. So anyway, it's pretty. I just know. I just thought it was pretty cool. I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. But I should have told her. I was like, you guys should come out on Sundays, because Sundays is more of the family day. So the families come out, they bring their kids out, and then they all kind of just walk around the shop. Just circle around and they look for stuff. So I should have. That's on me. That's my bad. I should have said more. You know what I mean? So I like that I was putting on for the shop. But like I said, a piece of me a couple live streams ago was kind of saying like, damn, should I have spoke to them? Should I just left the family alone when they were doing their little card thing between mom and the kids? Should I just left it alone? But I don't know. It worked out. It worked out basically. My bad. I kind of went on a tangent there. Hold on, let me make sure. But yeah, so I don't know. That was kind of a good feeling today, man. All in all, it was like people drop in on the live, say what's up. Some people check in, just see what's going on. But that was kind of one of those weird feelings that I forgot I had that conversation last week until she kind of confirmed it today. So that was dope to me. I don't know. There's something about that was dope. I don't know what they're doing, man. What they doing over there? Matter of fact, I almost low key want to check. God damn, that took hella long, bro. That's some bullshit. That's the shit I'm talking about. There it is. That's the shit I'm talking about. I'm telling you, bro. Every time I gotta walk over here just to reconnect to the goddamn Wi-Fi. All right, here we go. I'm walking down now. I'm disconnecting and I'm reconnecting. Can't even do shit. Can't even just like swap screens or nothing, bro. Can't do it. All right, I'm gonna lose Wi-Fi in a second. Here we go. You fuck. Here we go. You fucking with me. I swear to God. There's no reason for that shit. Ain't no reason for that shit. There we go. No reason for that shit. But let's stay locked in, man. Let's stay locked in. Like I said, every time, bro. Every single time. I'm like right next to the plane. But it's whatever. I can't even trip. That's AT&T. AT&T is probably just gonna continue failing throughout, whatever until they figure it out. But I'm gonna just stay on top of it. I'm gonna stay pause. I'm gonna stay with it until it really starts to work itself. Right now, AT&T is not doing no favors for me, man. I know some people that got bad. I mean, shit, my brother and dad got a different plan, but they got a whole. They be having issues at the house too, which is crazy. So I know it ain't just me. I know it's the actual spot, but it's just wild to me where I'm like, damn, you can't even connect, bro. You can't even deal with the damn planes going overhead without losing connection. But anyway, the point I was making was thought about grabbing teriyaki. I guess not. I guess I'm not gonna grab the teriyaki today, but what's it called? I will grab. I thought about grabbing these others. Excuse me. I probably will just grab some food at the house. Honestly, like saving. I said, I'm just trying to save some money. So whatever's there, whatever's available, I'm gonna just eat what I can from there. I'm just call it a day. You know. I've been So when I boil the ramen and shit, when I eat that, I feel. I don't want to say I feel better necessarily, but it's like I feel better because I'm pouring the broth out. And I kind of learned this from Cash Artists. I kind of learned this from Cash, where it's like apparently like the broth has so much sodium You know what I mean? That you're not supposed to drink it, but like over here we're so used to drinking it. So it's like even in Japan when they see you drinking the broth, it's like, bruh, don't do that. You're supposed to use it to soak the noodles in it. You know, the noodles are cooked and prepared a certain way so that to some degree it absorbs. You know what I'm saying? The whatever broth it is. You know what I mean? So if you got the pork bone broth, more than likely it's a form of pork bone broth. If it's that, or if it's just like even the tonkatsu broth or something, you know what I mean? That's the thing. So, on our red, how you doing? I'm dropping in, but it's like that's what you got to do. You have to leave. I mean, I'm not saying you have to, but you're not supposed to drink it. But I don't know, my whole life I've been drinking the broth for the every time we make the top ramen, every time we make any type of ramen. You're doing great, man. I'm doing all right, man. You know, my live stream is kind of I can't even sit at my spots and my benches no more, man. It's over, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's over. You know what I mean? That's compromised now. All the places I used to go just to record them shits, it's compromised now, bro. I don't know if you know that. I don't know if you know that. That is happening now. But yeah, man. Let me see what's good with my shoe. And that's the other thing too, man. They got rid of the lights right here. Can't even see here like I used to, man. Can't even post here like I used to. Where the lights at? Turn them shits off. That's crazy. Hey, let me get it across the street, man. They got better lights over here. All this is fucked up, man. I'm telling you. Like my friend used to live down the street. Him, his mom, and his grandma. He might be dead. His mom died. I mean, that's probably like the chain of events. Like his mom died, and then he became homeless, and then who the fuck knows, man? He might have been fucking dead. I've tried to reach out to his number. I don't know what's going on with that shit, bro. I don't know what's going on with him. I hope this motherfucker alive, but at the same time, there's not much I could say or do for him, anymore. Oh, let's check the time, bro. 8:17. Yeah, I'm not going there. They close at 8:30, the teriyaki joint, but I don't need to do it. That's the thing. I don't need to do it. It just feels like I have to do it or I need to do something. But sometimes I gotta remember, like, I don't get paid like I used to, man. Like I already spent money going out to eat, grabbing lobster rolls and hanging out. So I'm like, damn. But I keep having that feeling like I need to go out to eat, but I'm not getting paid like I used to. Especially this week and next week, they ain't giving me enough work days. But it is what it is. I'm cool with it. Like if they maxed me out at 3, I was cool with that. But they're smart enough to not max out their employees, which is kind of cool, man. Fuzzy, welcome back, man. My bad, Fuzzy. It's not really even my fault, but I'm just apologizing because I tried my best to walk back to the Wi-Fi. Yeah, I tried my best, man. My bad on that. Let me see. I get some good lighting right here. I get some decent lighting right here, man. What they doing here, man? They got what is this shit? Hand sanitizer spray. Oh, I appreciate it. Damn, somebody left some hand sanitizer spray. Somebody left the hand sanitizer spray. I like that. I'm cool with that. I can live with that. That's crazy, man. I don't know. Is this good lighting? Let me know if it's good lighting. I could walk down on the other side of the. I might do that. It just looks like I'm waiting for the bus. Hold on, It just looks like I'm waiting for the bus. But here, me and my friend, we ate these Zales right here. We ate these Zales chicken right here. I brought some. I was like, "You want to eat?" He's like, "All right, come on, we'll eat." We ate. That was that, man. But, yeah, man. Let me sit over here, man. I can't even like. Damn, man, the lighting ain't that great. All the good lighting is near the apartments. I ain't trying to bother nobody. This is the best lighting I can get. Let me go right here. Because it was like this in the daytime. It's just hella dark on this side. Yeah, bro. Nah, this is even worse, bro. This shit even worse right here. What the fuck? All right, come on. Let's figure this out. Let's figure this out. I'm gonna get back right here. All right, man. Is this it? Or should I go one over? Go one over. All right. There it is. Kind of right under the branches and shit. Kind of right under the branches and shit, bro. Trying to find the best seat here. It's as good as I'm gonna get it. All right, guys. My bad. Oh shit. But I'm chilling here So it's time, man. No, I'm just killing time. I mean, I don't know. I had like 1 week where my eating was good, my working out was good. If I'm not working again until next week, I'm trying to get better at just working out tomorrow. So hopefully I'll wake up early tomorrow. I'm not too fatigued from from doing too many live streams today, and I get a chance to wake up and do some basketball. But worst case scenario, how many tattoos I got, man? Where do you see the tattoos at, bro? What do you mean? Where do you see the tattoos? But it's like it's really interesting, man. It's like the what do you call this? Well, the community center stuff. I don't know if they're gonna have a time slot for Thursdays necessarily. I think they have one for Fridays, but best case scenario is gonna be what do you call this? I'm getting a brain fart here. The best case scenario is the parks are open, but there's also like a sheltered area I haven't went to yet that I haven't tried out. You know what I mean? That's the best situation and scenario, man. On the arms, my arms aren't exposed right now, man. I don't know what you mean, but yeah, man, I got a couple tattoos, man. Got a couple of them. I don't know which ones you're talking about, man. Oh, okay. Somebody's getting off. Yeah. I got a couple though, man. I got a few. Crazy as hell, man. Any of them? What do you mean, any of them? I don't know what you mean, my guy. I don't know what you mean, my guy. But yeah, man. This has been one of those days where it's just like I've just been streaming the whole time, just locking on this stuff, just creating, just trying to create. And I got, it feels like I'm obliged to do more tonight, but not necessarily. We'll see, man. But the point I was making was I wasn't monitoring my health that well. You know what I mean? I wasn't doing it to the best of my ability, man. And I'm trying to get better at it. That's what I'm saying, because I don't work again until next week. I'm trying to just find pockets of the day where I'm like, all right, I just need this much money to survive, and like this much of what do you call this? I need like a certain amount just to get through the week, you know. Talk about one of them. They're not even exposed, man. I ain't gonna talk about nothing that's not even. I got a jacket on because I'm trying to stay cool right now, man. You know. Let's see though, man. Let's see what's going on here. Should be hella loud, just like hella shit just be over here. Be hella loud, though. On this side. Sometimes I forget, but it is like outside. I'm not far from the house, but sometimes it should just be like people just be zooming. You know what I mean? Through the back, not the back street, but the main street here. You hear certain things on the back street sometimes, but I live kind of more on the main street side, and sometimes shit just be booming, man. It's like, damn, where y'all going? Just jet places and shit. You think about that, man. You think about that, man. One other thing that's been kind of a topic since or not topic, but a reoccurring thing since about, I can't remember what day that was. It might have been Friday last week. Like, so much shit was going on, so it was like Friday last week, and then we're at Wednesday now. So time is kind of flying. But Friday last week we had Pagliacci, so we got a slice of Pagliacci's over there after leaving the Arboretum and leaving a Mountain Lake Library area. And then I think it was yesterday I went. I don't know if I wasn't on live actually, but I was actually in Eternal Lights live, and I was talking to him, and I was like, I'm about to go grab this Papa John's pizza. So I grabbed a whole Papa John's pizza. I don't know why I did that. You just got like half cheese, half pepperoni, and that shit was good, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was like, I low key, if I had just got like a cheese pizza by itself for myself, bro, I probably kill the cheese pizza by myself, man. Just throw on red peppers on everything, on every slice, and just eat it by myself. I would do that low key. But I might do that in the future. I might do that for a future stream where I just get like a whole Papa John's, go sit down at the park across the street and just eat that shit. So I might do that next time. But the thing is, I don't know if they sell like regular bottle soda. I think they only sell like the 2 liters. So I don't know if I want to do all that. But I might have to do it next time. Just a little Papa John's mukbang type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Something along those lines. We'll see, man. Yeah, I was just mad because I was trying to swap windows and go check the Google Maps thing just so I could figure out is there a spot I can go to grab some food possibly, and then maybe just chill out while I stream. But the thing is, I was trying to see if the taco truck would stay open until like 9, but I think they close around 8. I'm pretty sure. But that's one of my spots. I haven't dropped in a while because it's one girl that I like to talk to over there. She don't even speak English that well, but she's nice and she really hooks it up when it's she hooks it up when she puts the quesadillas in. Like whatever I'm ordering, bro, she really be hooking it up. So I'm like, damn, this shit crazy every time she's there. But I haven't seen her in a while. She's be like these other families that be over there, man, just working. You know what I mean? The other people. Other people. Yeah, somebody knocked the shit out of this. Hold on. Oh, it's still locked in. Big back, yeah. I'm trying to like slow down on that though, because like even this morning I grabbed there was like these egg white with the chives, egg white chives and goat cheese. Like a little thing. They give you two of them for like $3.99 or something like that. $2.99, $3.99, and then you get that with I get that with a coffee. So my energy was just up. You know what I'm saying? Like I got the protein resupplied pause, and I got the caffeine going. So everything was set. Race cars. You should try to talk to her. Maybe. I'm not too worried about it, bro. I'm not too worried about it. I think like worst case scenario, she just says she's married or something funny, but I don't really care. The thing is like, you know, right now, like money and like work and stuff, it matters way more. Like trying to get all that stuff situated, get a certain couple things paid off. Like there's a couple girls I want to talk to, but I'm also like, it don't even fucking matter right now. Like just going to work and doing this stuff matters way more right now. You know what I mean? I don't really prioritize women like that if I'm honest with you, unless I'm already dating them or if I'm related to them. You know what I'm saying? That's usually where I'm at. So like, even the girl at work, it's like I don't even come in enough days and like I don't get paid enough currently to really be talking to her like that. And I don't know. Sometimes like the more I look at her, it's like I don't know if I really fuck with her like that. But I wouldn't know unless I actually tried, right? But that's what I'm saying is like I'm not even situated, bro, right now. You know what I mean? The YouTube channel is not. It's not at the hours I need it at, so I need to get that up. That's why I'm doing these. And on top of that, I need to just work and just pay off the credit card stuff and get that out the way, like the certain debts. Like I don't be tripping about that. That's just me, bro. Like there's a very logical side of me that just kind of stays focused. And it's like I don't even care about that shit. But you're right though. On any average day, like if I had my last pay, like if I was getting paid like I was getting paid at my last job, if I was getting that type of money, yeah, I probably would have made some time. You know what I'm saying? One thing I will say, I think most Def talked about this, which is kind of funny, but he said the issue with jobs is that you're doing something sometimes you don't like to do, and then when you're done working those hours, you try to reward yourself because it's like you're doing something gruesome mentally, spiritually, and you start rewarding yourself. You start rewarding your body with toxins and shit that you don't need. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's almost best to kind of just stay doing what you're supposed to be doing, what you want to do. But like I said, even sometimes when I'm doing the live streams, it do feel like a chore sometimes because I'd rather do things my way. But I'm doing what I got to do to boost the hours up, right? Boost the money up, boost the whatever up when it gets there, viewership, etc. So you know, I think about that sometimes, man. Like, I don't know if you understand that. I don't know if you understand that, my guy. You probably ain't even there. But it's really interesting because I think about that shit where it's like a lot of these times, man, I'm just covering shit up. So, some of my friends is on some detox, like on some detox from social media, detox from Discord, etc. and other people, man, they kind of just they're a little more locked in on just personal stuff or just um, what's it called. One thing about me is like I'm always try to work on hygiene. Like I'm always doing hygiene stuff, like allowing my body's natural oils to settle in, and also just like washing when obviously when I work out, like gotta shower after you work out. But my whole thing is like the diet aspect is very important too, because even though my body's natural oils are settling in, now that it's getting colder, and like there's less like sweat, like it's my body's like having to adjust to the cold weather, um, and it's fucking me up a little bit. So I'm trying to get used to that, if that makes sense. Um, but so as that's happening, I have to monitor just like I don't know, man, mental state and all this shit. Man, I don't even think he was here earlier, bro. I don't even think he was here earlier for the other conversation that was being had. Is there a button? Oh, there is a button. So, yeah, that other conversation, I felt real cold, but I can't act like I didn't feel some type of way inside. Like, pause on that. But it's like, broski, how's it going, bro? Man, I'm trying to do as good as I can. Minito, thank you for dropping in, bro. I'm just thinking about certain things that kind of transpired like the whole day and just life right now, man. I'm just not, this whole week, I'm not in the best place, but I'm trying to get there slowly. And the best way to do that, man, is probably just lock in on the YouTube shit. And if it ain't that, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna just stay locked in on life right now. Just stay a little focused right now. But hopefully, what I'm saying makes sense, man. Hopefully, what I'm saying to you makes sense. Like, I'm just throwing it out there. Hold on, I'm trying to cross the street. I'm trying to get hit and shit. Cross the street. I'm gonna check it in a second. I just want to keep my eyes open. You know. But yeah. All right. So I don't know, man. That's one thing that kind of had me tripping earlier. Wasn't even that serious, if I'm being honest, man. But I was on point with that one. Ooh. Damn. Yeah, that shit was too close. What the fuck? Yo, these people taking the wildest left and right turns on each other, man. That could have. They didn't turn the wheel fast enough or whatever, man. That could have been bad. But anyway, I should have had the camera flip. But see, I be missing moments like this, but I don't really care. Fuck it. Since there's people here, I'm gonna head out and go talk to. Hey, man, Fuzzy, go do your thing, man. Don't let me hold you ever, man. You gotta go do your girl stuff, man. You gotta do your thing, man. Don't let me hold you, man. I'd rather you be with your girl than be with me. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather you be with her than be with me. Pause on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go do your thing, man. Don't let me hold you ever. But yeah, it's really interesting, man. I think like I called. The thing about it is, if I go, like we have, like my therapy schedule or whatever, the appointments are scheduled out a month apart from each other. They were scheduled out in 4 weeks, 4 week increments, excuse me. And they've been kind of scheduled out already, pre-scheduled out throughout the whole year. So the thing about it is, what I was bringing up earlier in the last live one was like, all right, I had to set something up. I was like, hey, man, I can only really afford maybe coming in like once a month. And she's like, okay, that's cool. So we're trying to do this once a month shit. And so we do our first session. I don't remember if we did a second, but I'm pretty sure we only did one. We did that first one. And then by the second one, she was like, oh, I had to cancel. She didn't say that. I got a voicemail and like an email saying that there was an appointment cancellation. So because I wasn't working, part of me is like, all right, you know what? That works in my favor. But it would have been nice to have a place to check in every month. You know what I'm saying? So then I didn't see her again for 2 months. Saw the therapist again. This is again, we're on a new basis and stuff. And by this one, maybe I'm just a little vulnerable. But I was like, hold on. It seemed like she talking down on me, or she talking very like she's insinuating something as she's speaking to me, and she didn't really seem to vibe with me. I could be wrong. It could just be my own insecurity. Who the fuck knows? But again, next week is when our session would have been coming up, and she cancels on me again. So then I call, I get the voicemail. I saw the email. I saw both of the things. So I was like, okay, hold on. Let me call the office because on the actual app where you can, here's the thing on the actual app where you can communicate with the actual, I don't even know what the word, the therapist or whatever, like the actual person. They have the opportunity to message you. So they have an opportunity to actually message you and what's it called, talk to you and let you know like, hey, sorry about this, but hopefully we can get back on schedule, get back on track, etc. Hopefully we can do what we know, whoop de wop, etc. Hopefully they can do their thing. So my thing is like, I didn't get a message the second time. You would have thought you get one the first time, but I didn't even get one on the second time. So what ended up happening was like, I just, like I said, I brought it up in the live stream, and Lilith and Mars were like, yeah, fuck that shit. I ended up just calling the actual office back because in the app, if you try to cancel appointments, like if you want to make an official cancellation of the appointment, please call the actual office. So then I had an opportunity to call the office. Like, yeah, I was just addressing just calling back. I got the voicemail. He's like, oh yeah, we just want to let you know that it got canceled. I was like, I'm scheduled out in the next couple of months, right? And it's just like every 4 weeks. Like, yeah, it seems like you have it scheduled out. So I was like, you know what? Just do me a favor. Just cancel all my appointments with her. And I was like, oh, okay. Is there a reason why? I was like, I just need a little more consistency. I don't like the. I'm not a fan of just being, you know what I'm saying, left in the wind like that. It doesn't sit well with me, and I'm taking my friend's word for it. Where it's just like, yeah, it's not sitting well with me. It's something about it. It's not meshing well. It's not a good fit, and I don't know if there's any accountability. I don't know if I'll get a message anytime soon from said therapist. I don't know that, and that's kind of an important thing for me. So, but again, motherfuckers don't care about that shit. Hey man, love y'all, appreciate y'all, man. Peace.